Okay, so part 2 of what does your small talk say about you? And we will get to that.
Yeah, we absolutely. But before that, I do want to say that I don't want to set the precedent that we're a double part duo. It's very rare to go to 2 parts, I would say, even though it's very early in this podcast journey. The only reason we're going to part 2 is because it felt like all of part 1 was a psychoanalysis of me and it didn't feel fair.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It is fair enough. It was. We were saying that, like at the end of the last.
Why
pod,
did you feel like did I corner you?
I felt very vulnerable, and I felt like all the attention was being placed on me, and that makes me uncomfortable. And then I was told that quick 5 to quickly go through your small talk.
Yeah,
and I didn't like the imbalance there.
Yeah.
So I think today you're on the blowtorch. Have I
well,
said that
I don't
right?
think we should. I don't think that's the right. Yeah, I think first of all, you don't say you're on the blowtorch. You say you're on the grill.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Well, you're on the grill.
Yeah, okay.
You're on the grill because last week I was cooked.
Yeah, I think there was a segment on a morning breakfast show called "Girls on the Grill," which they eventually redacted.
Which was a travesty.
After a period of time.
I think it's a travesty. I used to tune in for Girls on the Grill.
Did you?
Bloody hell,
Who
mate.
was it? Was it Carl and?
I think Carl would put the girls on the grill. So he would run the questions, and there were, I think, 3 women on the couch.
Right.
I think that's the way it worked. And then it was the reason they were on the grill is because it was pretty spicy topics.
Yeah. So, and I don't want to set that as a precedent for this podcast. Neither
Grillings.
Yeah, no, we're not on the grill.
Well, tell yourself that, mate.
Well, I think that you need to just
that.
be a little bit responsible for your own emotions in this instance.
Don't say that.
Because
Don't say that.
No.
I think I held myself quite well last week. Can I just say? I think I was an open book.
And I'm happy to say they are just finishing the bronze bust of you out the front of this house, very soon, hopefully. But I also want the other thing that you raised then, which is that we don't want this to turn into a multiple part podcast, is an unrealistic thing to say. We caught up with our friend Guy Montgomery yesterday, and he has a podcast which has thousands of episodes, which just involves him watching the same film over and over again and talking about it. So
we both love that,
and we love that. So I don't want to make this. That's not a hard and fast rule that there's not going to be part 2s and 3s.
I don't think there's anything. There's no
Charlie and Lucy are here as they are every week, and they're. Well, they're going to keep coming back. So, like,
they have to. They're getting paid.
The only they're not the only people who we'll all go through it together.
Yeah,
if we need to go to a part 2, we need to go to a part 2. So
sure, but I just don't want to set the precedent that we're going to be flippantly going to part 2s.
No,
I think,
and like really, if you want to get into it, which we might,
why not?
That is that for me has also been the death of the film industry recently.
Sequels,
the need to flippantly or errantly or needlessly go to a part 2 for the sake of it.
If it's made, the barometer has it made money and been successful? That means we'll do a sequel. That shouldn't be the reason you go to a sequel. Like we're absolutely not saying that because part 1 of this was so bloody good, we're going to part 2. That's not the reason. Right, which I think is what Hollywood does.
Now you say that almost is a good reason to go to part 2.
No, because the story needs to continue, though. You and I have talked about this a lot.
No,
it's a real frustration of mine when they do season 1 of a TV show.
Yeah.
And they tie it all up. They wrap the bow. It's like this was a complete show and it's perfect.
Yeah.
And then it's so successful that they go, better do season 2.
Yeah.
And that's when they bring in something which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, 100%. But I find it's interesting though, because we're kind of holding the film industry to a double standard there because, and I hate bad sequels. Like there's nothing that breaks my heart more. And I mean, we don't need to go into Gladiator 2 because.
Oh, don't. We'll talk about it for the entire pod.
And that was a disaster. Have we already covered Gladiator 2?
I'm sure it's come up.
Did we do it? We haven't spoken about Gladiator. We've only spoken about Gladiator 1.
Maybe it should be a rule on this podcast that we never talk about Gladiator 2.
Yeah, okay. I think that's probably a good rule because
it's just going to put us both in a bad mood.
I'll lose myself in it.
Yeah, and we'll be angry. We won't be enjoyable.
I'm already getting angry. So
I can see that.
But I think it's a double standard that we hold the film industry to because if you think about everything else in your life, if something's good, that's a very good reason to do it again.
Oh, see, I disagree on that too.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
I think as soon as you all know, like, the moments of your life where you're like, oh my God, that was just so great. Let's just use an example of like if you go and have a picnic with a few friends and it's just a perfect afternoon and just everything worked beautifully. The weather was perfect. You got the perfect sunset.
Yeah.
Everything, right?
Yeah.
So you get to the end, you get to the morning after and you say to yourself, I reckon that's one of the best afternoons into evenings I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if you go and do that again with that expectation of I'm just going to like recreate that, you just chase. You chase and it's a mug's game, Will.
No, I agree. That is a mug's game. Recreation is a mug's game. And, one of my, Franklin D. Roosevelt said lots of things, but one of my favourite quotes of his is that comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes.
And I think that if you go and try and recreate that moment, then obviously you're comparing it. But
I'm open to I'm into picnics now.
Exactly. So I think that this is the fine line though, isn't it? Because you're not going to go and have the perfect picnic and go, well, that's it for. It couldn't have been better.
No, I agree. I do agree with that.
Put your rugs away, guys. Yeah. Put your wicker baskets in the shed.
Never picnic again because we've clocked picnicking.
Done.
Yeah.
Right. It's like if you made love to your beautiful wife and it was perfect in lots of ways, which I'm sure it has been for you a number of times because you're a very tender lover. But,
thank you so much for acknowledging.
And I know that from experience, but I think that
just to be clear, I haven't had sex with you. It's just that you've heard through a wall.
Many walls over the course of our time together. One time you sounded like Rafael Nadal hitting a forehand.
We don't have to go into it.
But
we don't have to go into
it. Strange noise. Couldn't figure that out for a while.
If it works for Rafa.
Well, it was interesting. Oh yeah.
I've explained that to you, but I'm not going to explain it now.
No, I think it's fair. So it's the topspin, I think, that he's going for. Yeah. Anyway, so if you have a perfect lovemaking session, for example, you're not then just going to put the cue in the rack. Yeah, mate.
I haven't had sex for 2 years. 2 years ago, unbelievable. We both had that chat. We were just like, well, we'll never top that. Sex is done.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though.
No, I know.
Can you see what I'm saying? No, I think it's your approach. Like, I think that the older that I get, geez, that sounds like an old person thing to say.
Yeah, I'm getting old though.
I am getting old. I think that the only thing, you're right. You're 100% right. If you have the perfect, let's stick with the picnic rather than the lovemaking. If you have the perfect picnic.
If you can couple the lovemaking with the picnic, then, Merry Christmas.
Well, that is the perfect picnic, is it not?
Yeah, it has to be.
So, no, I'd say that sex gets in the way of a good picnic, to be honest. But I think that.
No comment?
I think that you're right. It's all about your attitude, isn't it? So if you go into, and maybe we can kind of like link this with the movie thing as well. But if you go into any experience trying to recreate it, you're going to have a bad one. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that it's a bad idea to redo something because it was so good the first time. It's just about what expectation you have on the second time.
I think the less specifics, the better. So if let's keep using the picnic thing. It's the idea of, I had this amazing picnic experience. I'm now really into picnicking.
Yeah.
But as soon as you're going, well, if I'm going to picnic again, it's got to be that spot.
Yeah.
And it's got to be these people.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect picnic food. I think that's when you get into trouble. So I'll use the example. I'll bring that to podcasting.
Yeah.
So this is a part 2, right?
Yeah.
So this is how this all started. We've decided to do a sequel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But at no point are we going, let's just do what happened in part 1.
Yeah, for sure.
We're just going, gee, podcasting's good. Let's do another episode.
Yes. I'm going to get it out of podcasting because I think this is a really, really good point, but I just don't think we've got the right analogy.
Okay,
I've got 2 analogies for you.
Yeah, you go.
Okay?
Yeah.
First analogy.
Yeah.
Hamish Blake, right?
Yeah.
I know when he did Lego Masters, he was like, because I think, Hamish is like, I mean, probably the reason that he hasn't done stand-up comedy, I'm assuming that, but is he likes the magic of doing a bit one-off, right? Yes. Hence why he loved radio so much.
I think I've literally heard him say that before.
Yeah, right?
I think I read it in
I swear I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. If I could just psychoanalyze Hamish from a distance. No. But I also know that when he did Lego Masters, he said, he did the Robin Williams for when Robin Williams started doing Mork and Mindy, when they were like, oh, look, we can't catch you on the 3 studio cameras. Robin Williams was like, well, you're going to have to get a 4th camera in because I'm flying here, I'm doing bits, and I'm not going to redo them for you. Yeah. Because you're going to miss the bit. Like, that was the magic of the bit. And again, we get back into that are you recreating it to just get the same thing? And you can't do that. And I think Hamish said the same thing. I probably should have stuck with Robin Williams, but Hamish is a much more relatable person for people. I think he said the same thing with Lego Masters. He's like, I'm doing Lego Masters, but here's the thing. I'm going to be flying around doing all my bits. You need a camera on me at all times, and that's on you to edit that.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to recreate the bit because you're just going to lose it.
Yeah.
I'm here for the interaction with the person. I'll come over and be like, oh, why are you using the red blocks over here?
Yeah.
And then I'm sure that's something he said on Lego Masters.
Absolutely. Classic question.
And then you'll have to get that. And then I think to make that maybe that a more tangible analogy for people who aren't in media or TV or whatever, if I think about you and I are both big morning routine guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I find
are you getting structured with it?
no. So and this is why, because if I hit a morning out of a park, so a morning for me out of the park would be I wake up exactly an hour earlier than my daughter.
Yeah.
Which means I have time to meditate, play some piano, do some yoga before she gets up. I make her a coffee. I make me a coffee. Really jack her up before I get her to send her off to crash. Enjoy
Your
this.
problem now. Your problem.
Just absolute. Here's the grenade. 3-year-old wired on caffeine. She's in there talking about her life plans.
What would happen to a baby on
I
a
hate
full
to
cough?
think. I hate to think. I think that'd be the end of crash. But if I do that, and then if I really need to go through it, I have time to write, I have time to exercise, I have time to get ready for the radio show. Like there are things, right? But there's probably a list of like 15 things there. Really, if I break it down part by part, bit by bit.
Yeah.
And if I have that morning, I get to the end of that morning, I go, that was perfect. And you know the feeling. You rock up to work and you go,
walk through
I'm
walls.
on time.
Yeah.
I've done everything. I feel phenomenal, right?
God.
That is a genuine trap because if you hold on to that. Because
if you try and I'm going to do exactly what I did yesterday so I get this feeling again.
Yeah. And because you're trying to recreate it,
yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy. The next morning is often doomed. So
totally.
I will
nothing feels as good.
I will often now remind myself before I go to bed after a perfect morning, tomorrow is going to be a shit morning.
Oh.
Well, not a shit morning, but just like today was good.
Aren't you worried about then? If I was in bed the night before saying tomorrow is going to be a bad morning, I guarantee you it's going to be a bad morning. That's not
Yeah, but I think that, but again, that comes back to that thing of like holding on to it. Like I'm not holding on to that. I'm just reminding myself of, you're not going to get the same thing.
Well, I agree with going to bed the night before and saying, don't try and chase how good yesterday or this morning.
I'm basically saying the same.
Yeah.
My language is a little bit stronger.
Well, very negative.
Well, you're a little sensitive potato.
I am
sensitive. I need to be aware of that. But I
absorb it all.
I'm glad.
Everything
so
hits.
Maybe that is, and maybe, so maybe we are holding the film industry to a bit of a double standard there because I am walking into Gladiator 2, which, we can only mention by name, won't go into in detail, but I am going into Gladiator 2 going, give me Maximus.
We did do that.
Right,
but
we did.
No, hang on. Sorry. But and I know
comparison
I'm going into
is the
film.
thief of joy.
Yeah, yes. Okay, yes.
And you can't go into the film.
No, no,
you can't.
I will tippy toe into the film because I'm sorry.
I'll allow one toe. I'll allow one toe. I'll allow one toe in the Colosseum. That's all you're allowed.
It is not our fault that we went into that film expecting Maximus because all the promotion for Gladiator 2 was about Maximus. He was in the trailer. Like half the trailer was Russell Crowe and he wasn't in the film.
Okay.
So that's not on us. That's all I'm going to say. But that if you're taking responsibility for the fact that we went into that film expecting Maximus Reborn, which that was the film they made, but they missed.
Drop it.
Sorry.
Drop it.
But they missed.
They did. They had a miss.
Yes.
That's where we're at. So I think that is an unfair standard to hold because I actually that's exactly what happens. And maybe if you take that to your daily routine in terms of like trying to recreate something, and that it sounds like a dirty word now, recreating, because often if you do try and recreate something, I agree it's shit. But you can still set the conditions whereby the magic can happen.
I agree with that.
Like you can still go, hey, look, let's just get everything in place, and then maybe it'll work. And I think there's a big element there of trust, which I think is a really hard thing to rely on in your life, because I think we're all trying so hard to make the situation good like it was before. You know, so, you know, let's take sex, for example. You know, if you are often with sex, you go for the same move over and over again.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
you will.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, no, you
It's
will.
always
You
different
don't.
for me. Weapon of choice.
Yeah, Sailor Moon outfit. Oh no, not again.
I've got a repertoire
Oh,
of
here it
moves.
is, Sailor Venus. She's
yeah.
back. So you're trying to recreate that thing over and over again. You do it because it feels good, because it
Yes.
worked.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there's
yeah,
an
yeah.
element of trust and mystery, which I think is a really, really dangerous, scary thing to do. Because if you stuff
Yes.
it up, then you make yourself vulnerable.
Totally. But you're right.
And that's the same thing for the morning routine. To go like, hey, look, I'm just going to do some exercise and I'm just going to make a coffee, and I don't know what else is going to fit in
Totally.
the middle there.
Leave
'cause
windows of
it's
mystery.
Scary.
Yeah, totally.
It's scary to have windows of mystery in your life.
Yeah. But like on a very like base level, I think just the idea of waking up the hour early, right?
Yeah.
That recreate till the cows come home there, right? It's just like a.
Well, I can set
if
the
you-
conditions.
if
I
you
can wake up. I'll
know-
wake up an hour early, but then if I start prescribing too heavily, and you and I are
Yeah.
very different like this, I should say. If you and I, like you love the idea of, I could minute by minute plot the next 6 hours. Like you're good at that. That makes you feel good. For
Yeah,
me,
so
that's
it's-
a prison. And I remember
yeah,
in your old, I was actually thinking about this the other day. In your old house, you had written on the fridge,
You
the
were
free.
a god. No, sorry, go on. Just a little pep up for me every time I walk in the kitchen. Yes, I am. And I'm going to have a yogurt. I'm the god of yogurt.
You had written on your fridge, the freedom is in the discipline.
Oh, yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
And then-
absolutely. I still like that one.
Hilariously, your brother was living with you at the time, and he'd written underneath it, "Is it really?"
He does challenge that. He definitely
Which I
challenges
thought was just awesome.
Yeah.
Because on paper, that's outrageous that freedom is in
So-
discipline.
So if
So
I can
maybe-
try
so ma-
and
yeah, maybe
unravel
explain
that
that
a little bit more. Damn, it feels like we're psychoanalyzing me again.
No,
but,
no, it's-
if I can unravel that
What
a
do they
little
say in
bit.
WWE? Reversal.
You've done it. But for me, it's like, so discipline so much of discipline for me is like, so do the thing. Like let's use the waking up 2 hours. Also, because for me, it's 2 hours before Remy wakes up. I like a lot of time.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Which is what, 5 a.m.?
5 a.m. So I like waking up at that time, and so it is a discipline to wake up at 5. Of course it is. Like any human being, people, as soon as the alarm goes off, you want to keep sleeping.
You're not a human being, you're a god.
It's just that is very true. Actually, the god of yogurt. But so for me, where freedom comes in is and Ned Brockman has touched on this before as well. Like when Ned Brockman spoke about this, like I don't take it to the extreme that he does. Just real quickly, Ned Brockman, whenever he's faced with a choice, he always chooses the hardest option.
Yeah.
That's his thing. So he walks into the shower. There's a hot faucet and a cold faucet.
Yeah.
And he goes cold.
Nice use of the word faucet.
Thank you so much. Old
Have
school
you used
shower.
that correctly?
Yeah, faucet I believe is just the tap.
I wasn't sure. I'm asking you.
Well, I said it, so I'm pretty confident that it's right. Anyway, so I don't do that.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
for me, I take choice out of do you want to snooze? That is not a choice to me. I will not snooze.
Wow.
And so for me, that's very...
You've never snoozed?
Well, no, that's... Of course I've snoozed. Of course I've
Have you?
snoozed. But honest, I wouldn't have snoozed for 3 years. I don't snooze. But
You haven't pressed snooze on...
an alarm for 3 years. I don't do it. But like it's not because it's
Are you,
not even.
are you averse to it though? Like if I set a timer in this studio right now and
Mm-hmm.
I put it for 60 seconds, would you be able to press the snooze button?
Oh yeah, I'm happy to hit the button. It's not like a weird like psycho.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
Psycho. No, it's just that there for me. I've
Like if you go to hell, it'll just be the alarm clocks going.
hit the snooze.
just press snooze.
No, but so for me, I just take the choice out of it. So like, and then so the first thing I do is then I walk to the fridge and I get my triple shot espresso out of the fridge, which I've made the night before, and I punch that. And then I get into stretching for a while, right? Now, as soon as within any of that, I've got the option of, or maybe I'll snooze, or you know what, I just won't stretch this morning, or da-da-da. That for me is not freedom. That for me is a prison.
Why?
Because the indecision or the actual thought, the actual like decision making within all of that, is like very restrictive for me.
Yeah,
and like makes me
right.
feel like I'm not free.
Yeah, the way that
Whereas
right.
it almost it does, as I say it out loud, it almost sounds like counterintuitive.
Yeah,
the
it does.
idea that like
Yeah.
having the structure is the freedom, but it's like my mind then is not needing to make any decisions.
Right. So you're freeing yourself up by taking away the decision making process.
Yes, I think
Right.
every single day
interesting.
as humans, we there's so many decisions we have to make.
Yeah.
Almost every minute we're making some level of decision, right?
Mm.
So a lot of my morning is removing all decision. And then like saving the decisions for later. Like, I mean, you're similar to this. Like I almost wear the same thing every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to have also the decision of deciding what to wear.
Yeah.
It's just like no decision.
So you're freeing
Board shorts,
yourself up.
t-shirt.
You're freeing yourself up to enjoy yourself.
Well,
once you take away
Yes,
decisions that you have to make.
totally.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some logic in that.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
There's some insanity as well.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, and I fully realize. The older I get, the more I realize I'm a little bit insane. There's no doubt about that. But like, it's nice. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're a bit nuts. Cool.
Well, you've kind of like, worked it your way.
Yeah.
Like you've realized that that's what you need. And that's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
The more you can accept who you are is the more you can sort of change.
Totally. But it's funny you mentioned the recreation thing. It's funny that that's come up because that was a danger for me sometimes. Like if ever I feel mentally really good, or everyone, you said it before, like that morning, that day where it's just like
I nailed that.
I'm just
how good was
I'm
that?
emitting positivity and everything's just coming to me today.
Yeah.
Those days where it's just
Yeah.
like, this is unbelievable.
I'm on one, yeah.
I really am the god of yogurt.
Yeah.
But the problem, see, for me, I would get myself in trouble, and I'm a bit better at it now. If ever I was in that space, my mind would go to, what did you do to get here? How did you?
Oh, how do you recreate this?
How did you get here?
Yeah, right.
It must have been that.
Yeah,
and then
right.
being so sure that it was, I had some pumpkin seeds this morning.
Yeah,
It's got to be the pumpkin seeds. The next day,
Yeah.
I buy 1 kilogram of pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
And this is not to get into it, but this does lead down like an addiction kind of like
100%.
mindset, right? Where it's just like that created that, have more of that.
Yeah.
So I'm steering away from that. I want to make that very clear because
Yeah.
that gets a bit slippery.
Yeah, definitely. It's so funny how different we are in that respect. Like I just couldn't be further from that.
It also doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's just it's not a thing.
Well, I think it works both ways, doesn't it? You've got like there's some, like 'cause I'm totally on the opposite path where I believe in luck and chance and total randomness, and I don't think I can ever control anything.
Yeah.
So
right.
resting in that is often I need to rest in that because if I go too hard down that line, that is my idea of hell.
Yeah.
Like I need to create circumstances whereby I can be a certain way. I just need to go into this like, look, there's a couple of things you can do for yourself which are going to help yourself. Do some exercise, do some writing, have a coffee, spend some time. Like I know what the big headlines are, but if I get too granular with that, I can't think of anything worse. And maybe, interestingly, that's kind of what ties into this, what my small talk says about me as well.
Bang.
Uh,
Because we have been nowhere near today.
I was waiting for the moment. I was like, I
forgot what the topic was.
Just so everyone knows how this works. Like in the back, like I know that I'm going to have to rein this in at some stage, and it's in the back of my mind.
Sometimes I ran.
Sometimes, occasionally, but I just kind of like stick the car in. I kind of just stick the car in like neutral. Enjoy the conversation.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I know I'll have the moment where I'm like, I might need to put the car in drive.
I don't know how you do that.
I don't know how that happens either. But again,
I
that's just I think that's just leaning into the chaos. I just rely on the fact that it will happen. And this is what I think it says about my small talk is that I think that, because I think the discussion last time was that you're spending this time making people feel good so that there's a sense of safety for you in the conversation.
Yes.
Right? And you make people feel good around you, then you feel safe around them. For me,
yes,
my entire philosophy, I think, relies and has had to rely on the fact that I I have to be able to relax in chaos.
Oh yeah, but see, so do you ever get like it? Because
And so I'll go in. Sorry, I'll go into
Yeah.
these situations going like, "This is mad.
Yeah.
Like this is mad." Small talk at a wedding. Which
Sure.
is,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the worst place in the world, which
Yeah.
is for everyone, I'm sure, watching and listening, the worst place in the world.
Yeah.
I walk into that and I go, "This is absolutely mad.
Yeah, it's
Like,
chaos.
absolutely
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to be able to make everyone like that.
Feel
Just
good?
a nightmare for me.
Make everyone
In fact,
feel good?
I hate myself in those situations.
if you're trying to make people feel good, like everyone
Yes.
feel nice, yeah, okay,
Like I'm sure there's a big part of me that is trying to do that.
yeah,
But the most comfortable place for me, the most relaxing place for me,
Yeah.
is just by speaking truth
yeah,
and like
sure, yeah,
really
yeah.
just not having any. And it doesn't work for me all. It doesn't happen to me all the time because if I'm feeling anxious or stressed or nervous or tired or whatever, sure, it's not an easy thing to do. But I have found in time that I just need to lean into the fact that I am who I am, and I'm interested in talking. I'm not interested in talking about anything other than what comes into my head.
Yeah, sure.
And
yeah,
I know that sucks, and I know that can make me quite a selfish talker sometimes because I might be in a conversation and all of a sudden they're talking to me about the sticks and the beacons in the Twin Towers.
Sure.
But
But it can be very relaxing for someone, for honestly, on the other side, because if you're a people pleaser like me and you're just your MO is like make this person feel good about themselves,
Yeah.
it can be a really weird Mexican standoff where it's just like I'm
We're
not
both
going to talk
trying.
about the thing that interests me. I want to find out what's interesting you, and
Yeah.
that can be flat batted back to you because the other person's like, no.
Oh.
I want to talk about the thing that you're interested in. I'm
Yeah.
boring. Don't focus on me. It's actually I find it quite relaxing speaking to people like you. No surprise we do a radio show because it's like you will bring because you will so comfortably bring. Hey, I find this interesting,
yeah,
and I go, bro. I will find something in that. I'll find something interesting in that. 100%.
yeah. Which is why you're a nice person for me to talk to.
Right? Yeah, 100%. And that is like that comes
Because
from a genuine place.
yesterday, I know, but
Like I said, I will
yesterday
find
we
something
spoke
interesting
about the beacons in Minas Tirith, and you hate that.
I hate that. I hate Lord of the Rings. I hate
Jeez,
the whole thing.
But, geez,
But
you
I'll
were there
find
for
something
it.
in it.
Jeez, you
There's
were there
something-
for it. We spoke about it for half an hour.
Bloody oath. Because there's literally nothing someone could bring up that I won't go, I can find something in this that I will genuinely find a curiosity and I find it interesting, which is good. So again, don't hold yourself like so negatively as like that's a selfish thing to do. What you are doing, speaking truth and speaking about things you're interested in. I think without that balance of the two different sides, it just wouldn't work.
No, it definitely wouldn't. And I thank you for saying that. I think that I have in the past struggled with that a lot about myself because it cannot, like, for people that I don't know and people that don't know me, it can come across. And I've met, like, because I also love it if I meet someone who's similar to me in terms of like, oh, fuck yeah, you're just going to go.
Yeah, sure.
So for anyone who is not necessarily a great, like, small talk, oh, hey, what's going on in your life person, try voice noting them because, geez, you get a lot. It's really good.
Hard at a wedding to voice note someone. Sorry,
but
mate,
you-
do you want to go to that side of the room? I'm just going to voice note you.
But you
over
don't need to
here.
have the voice notes at the wedding because you've already voice noted beforehand.
Yeah, sure,
And I often
sure,
feel
sure,
like
sure.
you don't actually hear what's going on in those people's lives because they're so good at going, like I'm very good at just, I'll beeline you on anything. The beacons of Minas Tirith.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
For
sure,
example.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. No, very interesting. Voice noting. Yeah, I get a lot of just talking about the comparison between voice noting and writing text or email for that matter. Geez, tone can be hard to read sometimes, and I get
That's
very
why I don't
stressed
text anymore.
about.
That's why I don't text anymore.
Yeah.
Really, if I can voice note.
I as you know, I'm not a good WhatsApper. I hate all group messages.
You're bad on text.
Shocking.
You're one of those people who's so worried about the fact that what you're saying is going to be misinterpreted badly.
Yes.
That you'll overuse the exclamation
Oh
mark
my god! And I'll just say nothing.
to the point where like
I'll literally say nothing.
there's some
words.
parts of the message where, like, particularly if you're asking for something or trying to say something which is like today, we had to push back going into work because we were doing this today, and like I mean, there was more exclamation marks than text.
Yeah, man. That was
Like, guys, do you mind if we do 1 o'clock? Bang, 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 bang.
Come on. Being friendly. Think I'm being reasonable here. Come to the party. And then I'm looking at the message being that haven't got a response. Then I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete the message. I've been rude.
Good one, send.
Oh, I just hate it. One time I had some friends come over for a barbecue.
Why don't you chuck an emoji in there? I think you did, actually. Sorry, I think you did. Triple smiley,
no,
mate.
triple thumbs.
smile.
Triple thumbs. And then I said, P.S. If we're half an hour late for work, we'll be really efficient for the rest of the day. And then big smiles.
I think you said we're going to be so efficient like a Japanese train.
Yeah, always on
little
time.
Little joke.
Yeah,
always
little
on time.
Going to keep it light.
Triple exclamation mark. Yep. Triple smile.
Keep it light. I had some friends over for a barbecue. This is a while ago, and my wife was away. Which was already interesting. It's just she's a very good host, really good host. As you know, I'm shocking at it. I famously once had you and your partner over for dinner, and then at 8:30, I'd put out some cheese and crackers. I think at the start, maybe some shapes, cheese, crackers.
You made a dip.
Pretty basic.
You made a dip.
I made a dip.
But you're also gluten-free, dairy-free.
Yes.
No onion, no garlic. So
yeah.
you know,
Although that is changing, Will.
I understand that.
I'm in live like a dog month.
I don't know what to do with that.
No, put that down. It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I invited you up for dinner,
so
and
weird.
you messaged.
You're in live like a dog month.
Live like we can talk about that another time. It's a long chat, but it's good fun.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that month.
So aren't you in it?
Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking forward to the oncoming month.
All right.
So far, good fun. Anyway,
so you're just like taking a shit in the park, or?
No.
Oh, well.
No, it's just, well,
That's
okay,
a good
I feel like I
question.
need to say. So, live like a dog month is effectively, when you think about a dog,
Yeah.
and this is it's super bespoke for me, it's actually, we touched on it before, but live like a dog is, a dog will look at food, for example, and just go like, awesome, food, hungry, eat.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
For example,
yeah.
water, thirsty, drink.
They're very mindful.
Dog sees a car, right?
Yeah.
Dog goes, chase car.
Yeah.
Doesn't think about what they're going to do with the car, if they ever caught the car, or like what's the plan there? Like, how long are you going to run and chase the car? It's just like, see car, chase car.
Yeah.
So for me right now, live like a dog month
Yeah.
is kind of doing similar stuff to that. Not necessarily chasing cars, but like just getting out of the mindset of, if I catch up with friends tonight, will I be a little bit drained? I can be a bit of an introvert. Will I be a little bit drained, and will that impact my day tomorrow? What does my day tomorrow look like? I just go like, friend wants to catch up. Do you want to catch up? Yes, that's as simple as it is.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And you can think about it with everything in life.
You know,
right?
like, because I do think this really is getting down to the...
Same with the food. Sorry, same with the food. So
Yeah.
I'm gluten free. That's because I go into a meal going, how will that meal make me feel?
Yes.
Dogs don't do that.
The
Dogs go,
consequences
food
of...
eat.
Yeah. So I think this actually does get back into what does your small talk say about you, interestingly enough. I really do. Because I think that, what we're talking about with small talk, ultimately, what I think your small talk says about you is how much you are concerned with the repercussions of your actions in terms of how it will affect people, how you will feel after that. You know, like if I think about the greatest conversations that I ever have with people, even if they're over the course of 2 minutes, 3 minutes in passing, those small talk conversations are always the best when the person that I'm talking to does not give a fuck about me.
Oh, yeah.
It's
relaxing.
Just so ironic.
Yeah.
That all you ever want in small talk, or you think that you should be doing in small talk, is really trying hard to care for the other person and look interested in the other person. But the best small talk you have ever been a part of is the moment when you realize that the person you're talking to doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
Because they set you free.
And also they're being honest.
They set you free.
You don't have to question whether they're meaning what they're saying at all. Because
Yes.
you're just like, I know that everything you're saying you genuinely mean.
You're
because
into
you're not trying to protect
You're
me,
into
not trying
you.
to-
I'm into me,
Yeah.
and I don't hence feel this like sense of reciprocal guilt in the relationship where we're trying to like look after each other.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like it really is the difference, and it's the same with you and your live like a dog month.
Like a dog month, baby.
It's
Woof woof.
so nice to be around people. Well, first of all, it's nice to be around dogs.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Dogs are great.
It's so nice.
Dogs are great.
Apart from my dog Stevie, who's pouring at the door right now. She's a very needy dog. She's a bad example. She's a human dog. The other dogs that are nice to be around, they're often, or pets are nice to be around. Cats, I know you hate your cat, but cats are nice to be
I had a good
around.
moment with Lenny this morning.
Lovely.
He's not waking me up at the moment.
That's
Anyway,
because they don't care about you.
oh, he's such an
They're
asshole. He doesn't care
doing
about me
their
at all.
own thing. And
Yeah, yeah.
I think that we could learn a lot about that in small talk. And I think that's really what I think small talk says about everyone is just, it shows how much that person is worried about how they are perceived.
Totally.
And that is the difference between a person being happy and living like a dog
Yeah.
and a person not being happy. And they are the most burdensome people to be around, full stop.
Yeah.
Are people who every single little thing that they do, they've clearly thought about what the metric of judgment is going to be for that thing. Have I done that well? What's that going to do to me? How are they going to respond to that? It all, and the sad thing is, I think, just thinking about it now, it often comes from a really good place. Like these people are like they're doing all this stuff because they're trying really, really hard.
Totally. Yeah.
But it couldn't make them less attractive.
Yeah.
It's the same reason that, we're attracted to women that treat us like shit.
Yeah. It's a problem.
I'm not. I didn't.
No, you did it.
I didn't.
Brought it up again.
I didn't.
I get it.
I wasn't
It's something
saying.
to do with my mum.
I
No
did-
doubt about it.
I didn't take it there. You took it there.
Well, it's an easy jump to make. It's an easy jump to
But
make.
it's true though. Like you like someone who doesn't need you.
Or also, like, there's also you like people that aren't taking responsibility for your feelings. too.
Yeah.
I think that's, and because sometimes I think about the way that I treat people in small talk,
Yeah.
and I acknowledge that, like, I don't think I would like what I'm doing to them.
Yeah.
Right? If you flip it,
Yeah.
if I'm experiencing me doing what I'm doing to you right now, I don't think I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And
Could
it's
you live like a dog in small talk? Could you just get in there and just...
So there is a level of dog within me within social settings already, and that is that. So the thing about dogs is doesn't really like unlike cats.
No, go on. Tell me.
The thing with dog, like
Tell me the
I
thing
walked
about
into
dogs.
your house before.
Yeah.
What did your dog do?
She greeted you at the door.
Tail wagging.
Billy, yeah.
Ran up to me.
Yeah.
And like that's something I never want to lose about myself, which is like because I am excitable.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm excited to see you, and
Yeah.
if I can permeate that joy onto someone else, that's a great thing.
Mm.
But I think where I can get myself into trouble is when I'm not following my own values and beliefs, or just like reading on the other person what their values and beliefs are, and then trying to support them to support those thoughts to make them feel better.
Then you're not dogging it.
That's yuck.
Then
Dogs
you're
don't do
Then you're
that.
not dogging it at all.
Dogs don't do that.
No.
That's when I lose my dogness.
Yeah.
Lose all dog.
Yeah.
And it's just it's not nice. It's not nice for me. It's not. I'm not going to feel good after that. And it's also not nice for the other person as well.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you kind of just lied to that person. Like, sure, they're probably going to walk away feeling great about whatever
Yeah.
they've just said to you.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
contention they've just made because shit, you got around it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's
Sam,
not a-
Sam said this beautiful thing. My partner said this thing to me a couple of days ago about exactly this.
Yeah.
Because actually Angie McMahon said this at the concert I saw her in. There's a song, I forgot which song it is, but which was about people pleasing.
Yeah.
I can't remember which song it was. Yeah, it's off that great new record. Anyway, she said, and Sam reminded me of it. And we should probably end the podcast here, but I think there's probably what she said. I think is so spot on, which is you need to stop seeing people pleasing as something that you're doing for you. People pleasing is manipulation. And then Angie McMahon said the same thing, and it instantly flips it on its head because sure, it's a type of manipulation. Whether it's manipulation for them, you're making them feel good, you're making yourself feel good, you're still manipulating them. You're still not giving them who you are or what you are.
It may not
And
be your
then
intention, but that's what's happening.
as soon as you reframe people pleasing as manipulation, then it becomes, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's really hard to tell yourself, don't people please, it's not good for you. Don't people please, not good for you. Because if you're a people pleaser, you're not worried about you. That's the whole fucking bit, right?
100%.
Like it doesn't work. That logic doesn't work.
Yeah,
Then as soon as it turns into don't people please because you're manipulating the people you're talking to,
You're actually hurting the person.
that's
you're
when you
talking to.
go, oh, I got to stop doing that.
Yes.
So
100%. And also, like, if you're listening to this right now and you are a people pleaser, like, welcome to the party, right?
Yeah,
And let me tell
pull
you,
up a pew.
even if you know that's the right thing to do, you just catch yourself doing it.
Yeah.
It's a long process because this way of being
Yeah.
has probably been the case for you since you were a very small
Yeah,
child,
yeah.
and it's worked.
Yeah.
For you,
For
like,
now.
you're popular.
Yeah.
You're a nice person to be around.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
lovely energy to be around.
Yeah.
For me, it's a real journey there to go.
100%.
Like, and also, like, you probably go too far the other way sometimes as
Yeah,
well. Where it's like,
definitely.
in my efforts to like try and do this high
Yeah.
to speak my truth,
Yeah.
walk up to someone and go, shittest pants I've ever seen in my life. And you go, bugger, I've overcorrected. Let's talk about shit pants because those are the worst things I've ever seen. Anyone else want to engage here?
But what's really funny? You say that. I think in some.
I think like, the big.
Yes.
The thing where it really helps me is
Yeah.
like.
I love
Okay,
that
so
we're
say-
talking about you again, by the
say-
way. Did we cover me off? I think we covered me.
Am I doing it? Do I just keep putting it? I'm starting to think that I'm doing it.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Maybe.
that's me overthinking. I don't care what you think. I'm just going to speak my truth. It does. It helps me though.
Yeah.
Shit. What was my point? To go.
Yes.
Oh no. If I say something to you and
Yeah.
there's a chance you're going to be offended by that.
Yeah.
And I think actually you've told this to me in times, and I'm now flipping it and then telling it back to you, which
Yeah.
means it's worked.
Yeah.
But it's like if I say shit shoes.
You couldn't say that. These are unbelievable.
They're
These are third Birkenstocks.
They're great shoes. They're really good shoes. I kind of like your whole kit.
Thanks, mate.
Let's just say you're wearing bad shorts, right? And I go bad shorts.
Yep.
And then you walk away and you go, I'm down now. I'm flat about the fact that I don't like these shorts anymore. I'm feeling self-conscious about these shorts.
Yeah.
Right. What helps me is that I cannot, and I have for a long time felt responsible for the fact
Yeah.
that you are feeling down.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like I'm
You're the
now
problem.
punishing myself
You're
because
the
I'm like,
problem.
Will's
Yeah.
going to walk around all day. He's never going to wear those shorts again, and I'm just the worst human being in the world. And
Yeah.
I should send him shorts. I should send him a message and just say sorry about the short comment.
Yeah.
They're the best shorts I've ever seen. And then it's like, what's worse here? The truth that you told.
Yeah.
And then whatever he's dealing with right now, he can deal with.
Yeah.
He's a great
Yeah.
man. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
probably going to bounce back from the fact that his shorts
His
look a
shorts
bit
aren't
shit,
great.
right?
Yep.
Or is
Yep.
it better to go, I'm going to lie to you, full lie to your
Yeah.
face and tell you that, sorry, mate, that was a joke about the shorts. They're
Yeah.
unreal. Can I borrow those shorts, actually?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just keen
Yeah.
to wear them this weekend. What
Yeah.
size are you? 30, 32? I can fit in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can go there. And then it's
Yeah.
like, I'm manipulating you.
You are. And yeah. So I think that for me, I think what you said before is great, and maybe we
What's
can
that?
leave it here. But going forward, I reckon a good maxim to adhere to when it comes to small talk
Yeah.
is small talk like a dog.
Yeah.
Like-
do it like a dog.
Get in there like a dog treats you at the start of the, when you walk in through the door. Bring whatever in you forward that is there.
Yeah.
And like, if people don't get around that, like that's their fucking issue,
Yeah.
and you're not
And you should be
responsible
okay with that.
for how they are. Yeah,
And you're still lovable even if
and
that person doesn't like you.
exactly.
That's a challenge.
What your small talk ultimately says about you is how much you love yourself.
Oh,
Jesus
my
Christ! All right,
God,
let's get
we
out of here.
Did it?
Let's
That's exactly what it is.
100%. All right, let's get
Have
out
you
of
been
here.
sitting on that for a while?
No, I just cooked that up then. All right,
That's- We've been circling that for 2 eps. Anyway, no part 3. We've done it.
yeah, I reckon.
No part 3.
Well, it was good though. Could we recreate it?
No. Good though. Brought it back.
Yeah, again.
Done it all.
I'm the Bring Back King.
Yeah, you are.
I need a name for that.
I don't know how you do that.
We'll see you guys next week.